All right, y'all, end of the day. I know you're wondering how... All right, y'all, end of the day. I know y'all wondering how the test went, and let me tell you, it takes a lot out of you taking that test. It's like, I felt so drained after. I can't wait to get home and eat. I will say, I went to the gym this morning, and it probably wasn't the best idea, because after I got done vlogging in the car that last like 20 or 30 minutes, when I tell you I was dozing off in the car, I'm like, this is so dangerous. I probably should have just took the day. So tip, lesson learned, if you take the test in the afternoon, I was supposed to be there at like 1:30. I definitely advise you guys to just take it easy that day. It takes a lot out of you. Also, for those of you wondering, they provide a scrap paper at the testing center, so don't be like me and bring your own scrap paper. Nothing happened. It's just as soon as I got up to the counter to check out, I just threw the paper away. And the guy was real cool. He let me keep my pen because I'm like, this is a brand new pen. I was being so protective of my pen because literally I brought a brand new pen. Yeah. You tell me you used to be a microbiologist without telling me you used to be a microbiologist. That's what this represents. I do not miss pipetting. Not one bit. Not one bit. I do not miss pipetting at all. Nonetheless, I'm excited to get this journey started. I'm tired. I was supposed to take my writing portion this morning, but I was scared I wasn't going to make it in time. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my writing portion in a couple days. There were a lot of people in there like nervous. And I went in there calm, cool, collected, like, oh, I'm just coming to take the test. But like the people that were in there nervous made me nervous, y'all. For real. They made me nervous. Like some people were like shaking, just sitting in line. And some people were getting anxious. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what did I get myself into? But I did my best. So that's all I can ask for. No need to stress about anything, because what's done is done. And when the time's up, the time's up. A few things I would have did differently with my studying. Number one, definitely practice your questions timed. Practice your questions timed. I don't know why that didn't click for me before the test, but I was just practicing questions, doing drills, doing practice tests. Definitely practice time, because I feel like that added a little bit of, I kept looking at the clock like, oh my gosh, where should I be? Like, do I have enough time? And I don't know if I was really more focused on the question and try to, comprehend what was being asked, or if I was more focused on the time. So that's one thing. Number two, you can't bring water. I had a water bottle, Ice Mountain, and they made me take the label, so it was just a clear bottle with water. So you can't take water. You don't have access to pens, but you do have pencils. And it's weird because when I was practicing, I used a lot of scrap paper, but then when I was there, I barely used the scrap paper. So that was another interesting thing I noticed. And you have to take off your jewelry and everything when going in there, unless it's like a wedding ring or something. But other than that, you have to take off your jewelry, watches, everything. It was real, like, I kind of felt like I was going through airport security. They just didn't make me take off my shoes, but they checked my wrist, checked my ankles and my socks. So good luck to everyone that took it today, though. I wish y'all all the best. I wish we all get some really top scores, some really great scores. And I think what made some people antsy is that when we were coming in, there was this girl and she was like, They were like, all right, see you, have a good day. And she was like, yeah, I'll see you back in January. I'm like, girl, you didn't even get your score yet. Like, we got a couple weeks before we get our score. Like, dang, you already planning to see her in January? If that's the case, I wouldn't have stayed the whole test. If I knew that automatically that I'm coming back in January, like the way she said it was like, It looked like some people wanted to cry. I mean, there were some people, I don't know, they were clicking so much. I was like, dang, are they doing the writing portion in here? Like, they were clicking so much. They did have like noise blackout headphones, but I didn't put those on. I was just like, let's just do this. And because you can't access your phone at any time, like once you lock your phone up, your phone's locked up. Like, only thing I did was go to the bathroom and come back, and I went over time. So it's like, you really don't know what time it is unless you go out, and they give you like a 10-minute break. But you have to be back by that 10 minutes. Otherwise, your test is up if you're not back in enough time to like click that button to go to section 3. So I really wasn't going to go nowhere. But then I was like, let me go ahead and use the bathroom, because I would hate to spend the last 2 sections and I have to pee. So I literally went to the bathroom, came straight back. And it does take you some time to get through in a sense of you have to sit there and wait for someone to come out before you go in, so you can get a key to lock yourself up. So please, I encourage you guys to go with enough time. Like, I showed up 10 minutes before 1:30, and then I had to wait a little bit because I didn't know my password by heart. Sometimes I set stuff up and I put it on like, you know, like the Google password lock to like my laptop and stuff, so I don't really remember it. I just know every time on my laptop it automatically logs in. I don't really remember what I put. So I had to sit there and figure out what my password was before I went back. So that took some time. Not too much, but you literally just have to sit there and wait. And then once you get back through the detector and everything, it's kind of like you have to wait to get checked in. Everyone's quiet. I feel like that's where I felt like the tension. Everyone was quiet. Everyone was just, you know, trying to stay focused. And I feel like that's where I saw people being nervous and tense and saw a lot of people's reactions. So it's an experience. Like I said, good luck to everyone. I'm praying that we all got really good scores, so we don't have to go back in January. But then if we do, then we'll see each other in January. But I also think it was cool because it was just a lot of people from all different types of people, all different diversity that was in there. So I was just thinking like, wow, these are the future lawyers. These are the future attorneys right here. You know, God willing that we get accepted in a law school and actually complete the 4 years and then actually pass the bar. We got some hurdles, but you know, when you're determined, there's a will, there's a way. So yeah, more to come with my results, and then in a couple days I'm gonna go ahead and take my writing, so I'll check back in with you guys. But I am tired. I got an event tomorrow, a dance event in which I have to be there at 8 a.m. My makeup's at 11, but we don't have to be there till like 2:30. I don't know. It's just I'm gonna spend a lot of time just waiting around tomorrow. So gonna get some rest, gonna try to pack my bag and get some rest. But like I said, I don't encourage doing the writing and the questions on the same day. I'm kind of glad it didn't work out for me because it's exhausting, and after you finish you're gonna be exhausted for sure. I just feel like it takes a lot out of you mentally to sit there and focus for this many questions for this amount of time, and you want to make sure you're getting everything correct. So it's an experience, but hey, this is a part of the journey.